Today on This Week in iPad, we're talking more holiday apps, plus I have Apple's gift-giving guide for your iPad lovers, and of course, we've got another iPad game of the week. Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in iPad. I am Andrea Renee here with Mr. Jacob Birch.
Very festive hatwear and very festive temperature. It's really cold in here, so
if I do like this rant, in the studio.
I like the cold. I much prefer cold than hot, but I don't know. It might be enough to where I start doing this in the middle of an app review. So if I do that, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Well, as you can see, we're wearing our Santa hats because it is festive. It's our holiday episode because we will not have a This Week in iPad next week because of, winter holidays. So our Christmas, for all the Christmas people out there.
Festivus, Kwanzaa, it's all next week, so.
Yes, indeed. Even though Hanukkah's already over, so. Happy Hanukkah, belated, to all of our Hanukkah celebrators out there. I do want to let you guys know you can follow us on Twitter at TWIiPad if you're interested in getting some up-to-date Apple news, gadget news, my thoughts, Jacob's thoughts on cool iPad stuff. I tweeted earlier about EA Games is having a sale on a bunch of really awesome games, you guys, that are only 99 cents today. So if you guys are watching us live, you should definitely check out the App Store, check out EA Games, because you can get Scrabble, you can get Mirror's Edge.
I think Madden was on there for 99
Madden,
cents.
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. These are all like $8 to $10 games that are 99 cents today. So it's a really great time to go buy some games if you're into gaming on your iPad. You can also email Jacob and myself at ipad@thisweekin.com if you guys have ideas for segments, if you have apps that you'd like us to talk about, or if you just have, randomness that you'd like to share. We like it. We love getting mail here at This Week in iPad.
Confessions.
Yes, we like confessions. Yeah. They're good. And I also want to give a big thank you to Storm On Demand. They make all the amazing content here at thisweekin.com possible. If you want to learn more about cloud computing, visit stormondemand.com. And do check out all of our other shows at This Weekend. We have lots of really great content. We have a lot of new shows coming up in 2011. So you can check out all of our backlog shows at youtube.com/thisweekin. All right, so up first, the iPad game of the week.
Now I feel forced. I used to just do this sort of habitually, and now it's.
So I think you need to get a new dance.
New year, the new year. I'll do the dance one more time, and I'll come up with a new one.
New year, new dance.
Yeah,
all right, I like it. All right, so I have a confession. This is not technically an iPad game.
Ooh.
It's an iPhone game, but let me tell you, when you use the magnifying to make it an iPad game, it doesn't distort the graphics because the graphics are already a little sketch. But you don't play this game for the graphics. It's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 for the iPhone, iPod Touch, and for me on my iPad. Now, the reason why I picked this game is because it is an amazing old school game that really got the attention of people back in the day. I want to show you the opening screen here.
Oh God.
I mean, if you think back to Mortal Kombat when it first came out, obviously the graphics weren't high class. That's not the point of a fighting game. The point of a fighting game is
a lot of blood.
To beat some people up, tear some faces off, and have some fun while doing it.
And fatalities.
Yes.
It's all about fatalities.
And babalities and friendships.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, those came in 2 and 3. The original was, I think, just fatalities.
Right, that's true.
But they were a little weird.
You can do that on this version, though.
I believe
once you learn the combos.
Fatalities were the best way to go, though.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely.
More blood.
So you have 13 classic warriors you can choose from: Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Sonya Blade,
Raiden? Is Raiden?
I believe Raiden is there.
He's my
As you guys can see, there are a couple different modes. You have the arcade mode, which is like the original. Local multiplayer, which allows you to play with people via Wi-Fi, which is really fun, so you can battle your friends. And then survival, and then Shao Carnage, which is kind of like a death match. So I'm just going to show you the arcade version. Obviously, you can see there's 2 unlockable characters. And I'm going to pick
Liu Kang.
We're going to go with Milena. Actually, that's Katana. My bad.
They're the same thing. One as a fan.
Kitana. So then you can choose from the 3 or 4 different difficulty levels. Just for the sake, so I don't want to make myself embarrassed, I'm going to pick Novice. And it's very, I mean, this is very much like, you know, the arcade game. If you guys were fans of the arcade game. I loved Mortal Kombat. I can't even tell you the amount of hours that I put into this game. And I really like what it did for video games and how it really brought video games to the forefront and what people were doing in video games.
We made it a key that we wanted to do every Fatality Babel and friendship within a summer, and I think we did everyone but I think one friendship. Just was too hard to do.
Oh no! Yeah! Whoa! Okay, so as you can see over here, I just wanted you guys to hear some of the sound. As you can see over here on the right-hand side, you have your buttons. You have your punch button, you have your special power button, and your run button and your kick button. And then you have the simulated joystick on the left. You have the health meters at the top, and the countdown. So you have a certain amount of time to obviously kick some ass.
It's not very good, this Sub-Zero.
Well, it's the first level on Novice, so he shouldn't be that good. In fact, I should be kicking his ass. But
you did well the first
I'm doing okay. See, and I won. There's I don't believe there is a taunt button. I think there's a combo for that. And there are combos that you can learn in this as well. And actually, my buddies over at the Mahalo Video Games department are doing a walkthrough on this on their Mahalo Video Games page on YouTube. So if you guys want to learn all the cool combos without having to like go through the entire game to figure them out, you should check that out. A little shout out to Mahalo Video Games.
Always appreciated.
So, I mean, this is Mortal Kombat. If you guys have played the game before, you know about it. I just wanted to do a quick demo because
like it did on my 32-inch CRT giant TV when I was playing on the SNES. So graphics-wise, it works, blown up, iPhone game or not. So
right, and that's why I really did want to showcase this, because as you can see, this is magnified, by the way. As you know, as you guys probably know, if you buy an iPhone app and you have it on your iPad, you can hit the magnify to make it big, and you don't really even, I didn't notice at all. Some games it's really obvious, and then other ones it's not. And this one, I think it works. I think that for the type of game it is, you definitely don't need like crazy Infinity Blade graphics like we saw last week. And to me, this is more fun than Infinity Blade because it's something different every time, and each fight is different. Whereas Infinity Blade, I thought like it got really repetitive.
It does something that we have noted that can be detrimental before, where it forces the old Joey Stick button format onto the iPad as opposed to coming up with something new. Is that, does it work? Do you ever find yourself trying to hit a button that you think is there but it isn't?
I find that using the joystick is a little bit difficult, especially when you're trying to run and things like that. But for a game like this, I think really what they're trying to capture here is the essence of the original game.
Right.
Where they're not trying to be super innovative, they're not trying to do something different, they're trying to say, hey, we know you love Mortal Kombat. And I think this is also a good publicity push because Mortal Kombat 9 is coming out in April of next year, which is just a few months away. And this is kind of gets people excited again about Mortal Kombat and remember why we all loved it for video game fans. And I think that it completely, you know, is a really great app. And if you guys want to buy it, it's $6.99 in the App Store, and it's fantastic. And you can play your friends via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. So
there you go.
That is my game of the week. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, so Jacob, no news this week.
It's going to be quiet. The holidays are going on. Big Mac news is January 6th, I think, is the OS X App Store will go live, which has indirect effects on iPad users because anything they do innovatively there will appear later in the App Store and iPad and iPhones later, which I'm looking forward to because the App Store, which was so innovative and really pushed the iPhone and the iPad forward, looking a little long in the tooth. I was just trying to find holiday apps today. It had gone off the front page, and then I took forever to figure out where the categorization was. You can't really do any sort of app discovery like what your friends are doing, so might be worth checking that out even if you're not planning on buying anything to see where Apple's mind is thinking when it comes to the App Store. But that's it.
Yeah, I mean, and as you said, it's slow because it's holidays. But
And they're getting ready for the new iPad. So
right. Well, and speaking of the App Store, I mean, Apple has a really easy way to gift apps if you have somebody that you know that has an iPod Touch or an iPhone or an iPad and you want to gift them apps. It's really super simple. They send them a code. You purchase it with your iTunes account, and it's a really great, easy way to give someone a cheap gift if you're looking for something that's like
and
on a budget.
last minute, like Christmas. App Store's open all the time. So if it's Christmas Eve, 10 p.m., I've actually ran into this before where, oh crap, I forgot to buy my brother a gift. Walmart's closed, all the store, what are you going to do? You don't really want to buy him, you know, the best candy selection 7-Eleven has to offer. So.
Right.
So good way to get a meaningful gift at the last minute should you need to.
And if you don't wait to the last minute, if you are a planner in advance, we have some great Apple gift suggestions. I want to give a big thank you to Jeanette over at the Apple PR department for sending us some really cool toys that we can demo for you. If you are, or if you're buying somebody an iPad for Christmas this year and you want to get them some accessories to go with it, we have some really cool things that we're going to show you that are great gifts. Or if you already know somebody who already owns an iPad and perhaps they don't have any accessories yet, or they just haven't gotten around to buying them, this is a really great opportunity for you to give them some gifts as well. So these are 5 great Apple gifts for the iPad. And the first one that I want to talk about is the iPad camera connection kit. I have the box right here. I know it's kind of far away, but it's a really great gift for people who use their iPad for photos. It's great for Facebook. You can immediately upload to your iPad and then upload to Facebook without going through a laptop. And they make it really simple. So they have these 2 little connectors. One is a USB, so it can plug directly into your camera. And I forgot my camera cord. I have my camera, but I forgot my camera cord because I was going to demo it. So I apologize for my forgetfulness. But it has you just plug this in right into the bottom of your iPad, and then you plug the USB in, and then you can upload your pictures directly into your iPad without having to use your laptop as an intermediary.
And even outside of uploading to Facebook, I had just gotten my iPad when I started taking a photography class, and it's without a doubt the easiest way to demo what you've been taking. I just have to load the Photos app and hand it to whoever wants to see what I've been taking, what I've been shooting, and it's just intuitive scroll around. So it's a really good tool to have for a photographer to have in their tool case to not only show photos, but there's the photo editing apps are getting better and better. So it's definitely worth investing in if you're at all a sort of photographer.
Absolutely. And what's great about this gift is that it's not expensive. It's only $29, so it's even could be considered a stocking stuffer for someone if you're gifting someone an iPad and you want to here, I'll show you guys. Ooh. If you're gifting someone an iPad and you want to get them a little something to go with it, this is the iPad camera connection kit. So that's the first gift we have, and you have our second one.
I have 2. I'll start with my trusty case, which was gifted to me by Jason Calacanis when I first got this thing. Because that's when the cases were even harder to get than the iPads themselves. They just would instantly sell out. It's sort of become the synonymous case. It's the sort of cheapish looking rubber one. Pros, it's super durable. It's sort of hard to review because it's so many people are probably used to it. You can stand it up both sort of vertically and downwards if you wanted to type. I use the typing one a lot if I'm just working on some notes or just need to be viewing something where I need to be typing sort of every now and then. A couple of downsides is that it's really, really hard to get your iPad out, as we discovered.
Yes, actually, Apple did send me one of these as well. This is the brand new case, and the box
doesn't have my thumbprints all over it.
The box that it came in, and I really like the texture of it. It has a lot of grip, which is good. But the bad side is if you need to be taking your iPad out of your case on a frequent basis, this may not be the case for you.
Yeah.
This is for someone like yourself that never takes the iPad out of
Never
the case.
takes the iPad out. One needs a little bit of protectiveness. Protectiveness? Is that what I want to say?
Yeah.
And wants to stand it up. And the other thing, like you mentioned, is the grip on it. If you're a klutz, like I tend to be, I've never dropped this thing accidentally. And that's mostly because I've just been lucky, but it's also really easy to hold on to. Whereas some other cases might,
Yeah, some of
slip
the
a
more
little bit more.
fashionable cases aren't exactly functional.
Right.
I think this is definitely, when we're talking about form and functionality, this is definitely functional. I mean, it's nothing glamorous, but it gets the job done, and it's only $39. I know some of these iPad cases are running up into the hundreds, even to the thousands of dollars for some of these designer iPad cases. It's just madness.
Silly.
So if you're looking for a really practical, functional, great affordable gift cover for your iPad or for someone's iPad that you're gifting, Apple iPad case.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, on to the next thing. And actually, if you want to go ahead and talk about the keyboard, because
get the,
I have to
the
take
dock
my
set up?
iPad out
Sure.
of the case for this next one.
See if we can get a shot of my over shoulder. What they sent, and I'll just go, is the Bluetooth wireless keyboard. And it's the mini one, and this is the one you want to get if you have an iPad. It's smaller. They make another one that is full and has the sort of keypad on the right. This is the one you'll want because it'll fit in any bag you have. It's really small, it's really compact, and it just kind of works. Let me load up Simple Note, which is over here. And I typed in very low, and it works just like you this week. No, we can go back to me. There, thank you. It's a little small, but that's fine. You can just see sort of I think you're so used to typing on the iPad using the wireless one, sort of like this, that you're used to that little bit of lag. It's really, really quick, but you're just typing slower because it's harder to type. So it's nice to see how quickly you can just crank out, paragraphs and paragraphs and stuff. John Gruber famously wrote his first article about the iPad, using this keyboard and getting it out, and there's only just a little bit of lag. Keyboard shortcuts that you're probably used to work, like Control-A will select all the text. I think Command-X will cut and then paste. So you get a really full keyboard effect. So if you're going to do any traveling with it, if you need to do at all any word processing, blog posts, anything while traveling, and you don't want to bring a laptop with you, it's really a must-have. It's compact. It's super easy to set up. I highly recommend one if you at all travel or write.
Absolutely, and that is also another really affordable item from Apple. It's $69, and it's a great, as you said, it's a great accessory to go for people who are going to be doing text-heavy emails, blogging, that kind of stuff. And who wants to carry around a heavy laptop anyway? That's part of the beauty of the iPad,
right,
is that it's so portable.
And it makes it, and you don't need the keyboard for a lot of things you do, but like you said, if you need to write an email that's longer than paragraph or two, using a wireless keyboard, it just becomes straining and a little annoying, especially when you make a typo and you have to go back. So this is a really great way to help that.
Absolutely. All right, now on to our next one. It is the iPad dock. Now this is the official dock from iPad, or for the iPad, and as you can see, it has the plug-in for your cord right here. And it even has a line out for audio, so you can hook in a peripheral speaker set, which I think is kind of neat. So the only complaint I have about this, which Apple is fixing with iPad 2, is that it's speculated, is that it's portrait only. So which I mean is great when you're doing games like I'm going to show you guys, like Cut the Rope, and for other games and applications that are portrait magazines, things like that. But once they come out with iPad 2 and have a horizontal docking slot, which you better do, Apple, then you could also put it horizontal as well, so then it would work both ways as well. So it's a great little dock. It's also another really inexpensive stocking stuffer. This is only $29. A lot of the docks out there, like some of the docks we talked about last week, are significantly higher in price, but they also are multifunctional as well. So, and then the last thing that I want to talk about, a fun gift for the iPad, and let me get my photo up here, is headphones. I left my headphones at my desk in the mad rush to get into the studio. But what's great about headphones is that, let's face it, everybody needs more than one pair of headphones. Inevitably, you sit on one, you crush one, you lose a pair. I prefer to keep a separate set attached to my computer, and then I keep one in my car, and then I keep one in my gym bag, because when you're rotating them back and forth, inevitably you lose them or you break them.
Yeah.
And everyone always needs an extra set of headphones. Now, these are the in-ear headphones. These are the more high-end version of some of the headphones that Apple offers. These are great for people who are really trying to do some noise canceling with their headphones. I don't prefer these just because of I just don't like the way they feel inside my ear. I prefer the regular earbuds. But these ones are really, really nice. They're really great quality, and they give you great sound. And especially if you're going to be traveling, you're going to be on an airplane, you want to get your sound out of your iPad, you don't want to disturb all the people around you, these are a really great option. So.
Yeah.
All right. Those are our fantastic gifts to give from Apple for the iPad. Thank you so much again, Jeanette, for letting us see those. And you can find all of these on the Apple Store or in Apple retail stores.
And if you're the iPad haver and you want iPad gifts, feel free to send a link over to your friends. Say, hey, you don't know what to get me. Look at this. Look at all these great ideas that I'm not technically
Absolutely. We will be posting this clip on our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/thisweekend.
Because you don't want to tell your friends what to get, but you might want to
You want to gently suggest. Indeed. So now we are going to move on to Planet of the Apps.
You maniacs! Damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Don't download it, Lon. You might not like how it runs.
All right, I love that intro every time. It never gets old. Never gets old here. All right, it's Planet of the Apps, and we are doing another holiday edition because this is our last show before the holidays. And we have some really fun apps. And Jacob, you're going to start us off today.
This is gonna be my review. Can we just show it? There we go. That's my
review.
review.
I love the crackling sound.
It's funny in that this should be a less than par app because it's just a movie. And can I change the sound? It's suggesting that I can. No, I can put on my own music, I guess. But why would I want to do that when I have the crackle? I guess when the Yule log is on TV, there's Christmas carols going in the background too. That said, it's 99 cents, and darn it, I'm going to recommend it because there's something just sort of nostalgic about the Yule log. There's nothing else to say. It's the Yule log. It's called, I think, Fire HD. It's 99 cents. If you had all just liked this thing, watching it on, the PBS or public broadcast station or whatever it was on in your local station, just get it. It's worth $1.
Absolutely.
That's all I got. And then I have more, but
of course, no, it's nice. The one that I'm going to talk about is one that I was going to talk about last week, but we ran out of time. It's called Carol Lyrics. Now, this is probably going to go down as a bad iPad app. I'm going to just preface that right now in saying that it's kind of, at first, the idea of it is kind of cute. And I really wanted to really like it, and I just couldn't. So basically what it is it shows you the lyrics of popular carols. As you can see, there's a nice little advertisement at the top. Fantastic, yes. And you can change the background. You could change it to Santa's sleigh across the moon. Oh, that's the one we just had. You could say, it could say Merry Christmas. It can have Santa's sleigh coming through, which is kind of cutesy. The thing about these graphics is that they're really pixelated. I don't know if you guys are getting that through the camera, but when you look at them in person, they just look kind of chintzy, not gonna lie. And it's kind of jarring at first, so it's kind of like, oh, well, you either choose to live with it or you hate it. So I'm gonna choose to hate it. And you can get rid of the toolbar down there. Over here, you have just the background. If you just wanted to see these angels dancing in the sky, you could. But this is the Carol Lyrics app, so these are clearly the words to Jingle Bells. I'm sure you guys have read it already. And they have a list of Christmas carols. So let's say we wanted to sing "Oh Christmas Tree." So you would click on
or Tannenbaum if you want to speak it. The original German.
And so there it has it, and as you can hear, hopefully, you have the music, and then you would sing. I mean, there's no words. It's just the background music, so you would have to sing. You want to sing some Christmas carols?
No, I do not.
No?
No, not so much.
Christmas tree.
Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum. I'll spoken word it. I'll like William Shatner some Christmas carols.
Oh, yeah, right? Good. Thy beauty leaves thee never.
Yeah.
Thy leaves are green in summer's prime. We could do that. It could be
fun. We
could.
An entire album. It'd be a super hit.
It's our next big thing.
This is almost
the
as
Jacob
bad.
and Andrea Christmas Carol rap album.
No, I'm not even going to think about that. This is almost as bad as the yoga app. Which I think is reserved right now as my worst app of all time. It is awful. It was
really
an awful
bad.
app.
Do you have any more bad apps over there?
I actually don't. I have one creepy one. I have one creepy one. I'm going to do the fun one because I really, really liked it. It's Super Mega Worm versus Santa. Super Mega Worm actually has been out for a little bit, the original app, and they released a holiday one. It's $1, and it's amazing. So get to my screen. So this is the startup screen. Let's do a new adventure. Here's Santa. He's talking about something, and I need to break out of my egg, and this is it. I am a worm, and I am going to go kill some elves and some penguins. Where are they? They're here somewhere. There they go. And this is it. You go up and you kill them. You can gas, so you go back down and you kill some penguins. And it's got that sort of pixelated feel of sort of like an NES or even an Atari. And then the goal is to kill more penguins. I think it's after 15 levels or so, you eventually get to Santa. Try and get that glare away. It's a hard game to actually hold tilt-wise. Because you just kind of want to get into it like I used to do with controllers all the time. And this is it. It's super gory. It's super pixelated. The controls are using that standard button on the right and joystick that moves with you on the left. But I think it works really well for this game. And that's it. But it's a lot of fun. The sound, which I have turned down, is really good too. It's really sort of Christmassy, but with an edge. And the elves are very sad when you kill them. They say funny things along the way.
Oh, really?
For 99 cents, this is what a cheap app should be.
Right.
It's wonderfully made. The makers clearly care about it. It's synced up with the Game Center, so you can do Game Center multiplayer and achievements.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
For 99 cents, it's got a ton of replay value. It's seasonal, and it's just a fun sort of point masher and see how quickly you can kill a lot of elves.
Nice.
So I really liked it. I think everyone should get it. Easily, of all the apps that I was sort of browsing for Holiday 1, was the most interesting looking, and it really delivered.
Cool. No, it looks good. You know me, I love games.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
speaking of games that I love, now
Is
I'm
it
going
about
to.
bugs?
It does have. Well, it has a little. It has an om nom.
Okay.
It's Cut the Rope Holiday Edition by Chilingo. I talked about Cut the Rope a couple weeks ago, almost like over a month ago now, and here we are. And it's Cut the Rope, the Holiday Edition. Yeah, there we go. I'll just tilt it down there so you guys can see. It's basically like the original Cut the Rope, except it's holiday themed. So
Got an advent calendar. That's cute.
and it's really it's fun. Of course, it has stockings. This one's kind of an interesting one because they have these stockings where when you go into them. Oh, he missed it.
He's sad.
He always gets so sad. So when it goes into the stocking, it comes out the other side, which I think is kind of neat. I'm just going to let him eat it, so I'll show you another level. I just love how cute he is. And as you can see, the ropes are the same, except they have little festive Christmas lights on, which I thought was really cute. And then the background is a Christmas tree, and then you have the socks, and look, he put little reindeer
Which you tried to
horns
do
on.
today, and it didn't work out.
I did. They didn't look so good. So, of course, it's the same premise as the other ones, where you... Oh, I messed that one up. So,
There's no novice mode for Cut the Rope.
There is none. Some of them are actually really tricky.
That's what I've heard.
But it's cool because it's a really fun game. No, this one I can't remember how to do.
Not that.
Oh, okay, I see. I forgot about that guy. You can use these little balloons to blow your candy up and in the sock. Bam. And the key about the socks is that the speed at which they enter the sock is the speed at which they exit the sock. You just gave me this look.
That's standard physics, of course. Teleporting socks.
I'm just saying.
Don't lose speed. Duh.
So this is a really fun little holiday game. If you've played the original Cut the Rope, you will definitely like this Cut the Rope as well. So.
And Lon Harris, old friend, is addicted to it. So another endorsement.
It's tricky. Trying to get all 3 stars on everyone. It's like Angry Birds, you know? It's like it's got that, you want to get the top, if you want to get the top score, you really got to puzzle it out. So.
And I don't want to show it because I don't have the sound, but it's, oh, fine,
Here.
I'll show it. Okay, real quick app review. Creepy as heck. It's $3.99. Probably don't recommend it, but it is really creepy. Let's see. It's called Talking Santa. And I thought it was just going to be a thing that talked to me and said very clever Christmas phrases, but it actually takes what you say and transforms your voice into Santa. Let's see if I can get that. Can we get the sound? If we can get the sound, there's him, and he doesn't want to move, which is sort of sad. I don't know if my sound's coming through, which sounds like it's not, which is a little depressing. It's mine. Oh, okay. It is coming through. We just can't hear it in the studio. So Point being, it takes my already low voice and makes it even creepier and lower, and it makes Santa come out a little creepy.
Yeah?
That's it.
Creepy Santa?
That's it.
Well,
And
say something to him.
I am. This entire conversation, you can see he's talking, and when he's talking, that means he's talking. When he does this, he's listening to hear whatever we say.
Oh, that's interesting.
And we're not getting in the studio for some reason. So the entire
I know we got
audience
some people in the chat room. What do you think of the scary Santa voice? Any thoughts? Is it creepy?
It's truly creepy, and I'll show you it after so we can appreciate this. Don't get it. It's $3.99, but don't get it, please.
$3.99?
Yeah.
Wow.
For something that will make.
I thought my
if you
care
give
lab
this to
was
kids,
bad.
they will be scared of Santa for the rest of their life.
Oh, really?
You know, as if he isn't creepy enough.
Oh, don't be a Scrooge. Come
No.
on.
I love Christmas. My favorite. Just a little creepy character.
All right. So out of all of these holiday apps, which one do you think is the best?
Super Mega Worm.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you here.
Yay.
I'm actually kind of excited to go back to my desk and play it later tonight when I'm done doing lots of awesome shows. Speaking of lots of awesome shows, we got This Week in Video Games coming up at 6:30 tonight because we are getting ready to wrap for This Week in iPad. I do want to give another big thank you to Storm On Demand. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at TWIiPad. You can also email us at ipad@thisweekin.com. And you can rate and subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/thisweekin. You can find myself, Andrea Renee, on Twitter at Andrea Renee, just like it sounds. And they can find you on Twitter.
Jacob Birch with a U.
Without the I, with
Yay.
a U, folks. All right, well, we want to give you guys a big happy holidays from myself and from Jacob here at This Week in iPad. Again, we will not be on air next week due to holidays, but we will be back on December 30th before the end of the year. Santa, be quiet.
Shut up.
Thank you so much for helping us make 2010 a success. We will have a really great best of show the last week of the year. We're going to do some top 10 lists for apps and some of our funniest moments from our shows throughout the year, with our former co-host Lon. It'll be great. Please tune in then. For now, have a very happy holiday, and we'll see you guys in a few weeks.